Hello, our word for this week is read. So you'll get the worksheet, and what you can do with these pictures is cut them out, tape them around your house, and maybe tape them where the books are in your house. And then right before you look at books with them, you can point to the picture, read, that kind of thing. Read a book. So we used our R sound toy to talk about the sound, We did that. And then what we did was we read a story. And the story that we read was A Fish Out of Water. So when I first started, I showed them the picture, read a book. And then we took the book out and we talked about the fish on the front. So if you have students who can't see, then you can gesture a book or you can hand them the book and talk about it. You take their hands and do this like a book. The sign for read is this. So you've got the page and you're doing this. So if you have a visually impaired child, you can take their hands and try to show them that, or even just like a baby sign of opening a book. So the story was A Fish Out of Water, and the activity was on each page, I would kind of summarize what was happening. So I wasn't reading the words because most of my students couldn't really listen to all of this. I just kind of summarized what was happening, the main events. There's a little boy, he's at the pet store. Look, he says, I want that one, that one. And then for this page, we found the word fish. So for each page, I had one word that we were working on. So for this page, it was fish. And we pointed to the fish. And then we got a little fishing pole. You see there's a little paper clip on here. And we picked the fish up with the fishing pole. So we were kind of working on a few things, seeing if the kids could use a tool to do something. So there was a few steps to this, holding this, going to fish with it. If you have a visual impaired student, you could take a magnet and a paper clip and they can really feel how that's pulling to it, and you can just kind of help them through it. Like, oh, we got it. If your student can't do all the steps, we could do hand over hand with the fishing pole, and then we can wave it in front of them and try to get them to take it off. So that was what we did. So our target word is read. So we were reading the words. So that's why I picked a picture to go with each page. So for this page, it was fish. Then the next page, the man is telling him to only feed him a little. So for each page, I showed them something they could do with their hands. I showed them in the picture the man doing it too, and see if they could copy. I took their hands, tried to do it, and then we found the word little. So there was a picture symbol to go with each page. So this page was little. And then we talked about how he fed him a little, and we pointed and we found the fish on each page. You take your child's hands and show them the sign for fish. So that was what we did on this page. And then this page, the boy feeds him all the food. So we found the picture for all. Here was the picture for all. And we just kind of did a sign like this, that meant all. This also is big, so it's just really a simple gesture that they could use. It's not full on sign language. So that was what we did with all. If you have a student with a visual impairment, you could take a cup, you could put their hand in it, to talk about the cup has all the food in it, and then you could dump it all out, put their hand in, see, it's all gone. So you could really show them all with the objects, okay? So that's what we did. We used some goldfish later on in our day. So then we talked about the fish was getting big. So the fish was getting big. We found the word big. Like I said, we did our hands really big or like this big. And then I had little paper fish to go along with the story. And we would put the fish in just like the picture in the book. So I had a fish bowl and we put the fish in. Okay, so they each got a turn to do that. Then the fish got big. And now he's pouring him into a vase. So now we had to get a vase because he was too big. And we had to pour. Okay, so that was the word for this page, pour. Oh, look, pour. He's pouring. So you can see we were just kind of finding words to go with the pages. And this one was put in. He was in there. Fish is going in the pot. We had a really big pot to put our big fish in. And then he's going up the stairs. Go up. And they put him in the tub. Look at that fish, and on each page we found the fish. He's getting in a bathtub. Here's the bathtub. We put him in the bathtub. And now we have to call for help. So you can have them do the gesture calling. Hello. And we called the policeman and we called the fireman and we matched them with the pages. Policeman, and then we called the fireman. So if you can see, I'm just really telling the story with the pictures. And I even skipped through all those pages just to find the fireman. We called the fireman. Woo, woo, help, help. Help, we need help. So that was what we did. And really that was where we ended our story, that we got help. So then the fun activity that we did was we poured out some goldfish into cups. So I came up to them and I said, one fish, and showed them how to take just one fish. One fish, take one fish, just one. One fish, just one. Now I want you to put all the fish in. All of them, pour them in, and then they got to eat that for their snack if they wanted to. If you have a child who doesn't like food, who is afraid of food, especially certain foods, I would say just take some goldfish crackers, a few cups. They don't have to touch the food. All they have to do is play with it, pouring it, or you can take the fish and do silly things with it, like put the fish in the bathtub. But if they don't want to touch it, that might not work. You might have to pour it. So that's something you can do just to play with food. If kids don't like certain foods, this is a way to kind of get them used to playing with different foods. They don't have to eat it. They don't have to touch it. They can use other things to play with it. So yeah, you can work on pouring. You can work on all. But our target word was read. And we went ahead and we read these. And then at center time, we did it again. All we did was go fish with these and we put them in the bathtub. So there were just those steps. And I kind of wanted to see if some of the students could find the right word. Where's go? Where's go? So some of these are core words that we've worked on in the past. So it was interesting to see if some of them did know the word go and things like that. What I'm thinking I might do is send worksheets with these core words home, and you can maybe have fun. If you get the fish out of water story and you can play this at home, they might like it. It might be something that you'd like to do. If you might like me doing a read aloud with this and the cues so that you could watch it with your child, send me an email and let me know. If you're interested, I'll make one for you guys. But yeah, this target word is read. Another thing we did was we put those words on the switch so that they could push it and they could hear the word in order of the story. And put in came next. So this was another activity for some kids who couldn't maybe say the words. We would find it on the card and then they could push this so they could say the words. Or kids who can't see the pictures, then they can hear which one is coming next. So the switch was something that I used more in center time with the kids who needed the switch. If you have any questions, this one was a super long video. I hope it was helpful. Maybe you could even pull your child over to show them parts of what I was doing in the video. It might be interesting to watch them show you what was the book, because this book, the kids really looked at the pictures and really loved this book. um, you know, if your child can't see the pages of the book, then you can give them something to hold that represents the fish, and you can just use your words to tell them the story of the fish out of water. It's a really fun story. Another thing you could do is squirt water on them while you're telling the story so that they can feel that, oh no, the water is spilling. And then you could squirt them with water. There's so many fun things to do with this book. I have tons of ideas. So if you need any help on ways to incorporate this book with your child, just, send me an email. I'd be more than happy to modify this activity for you and give you some ideas. And it might be helpful for other families too, so I can make another video if there's a need for it. So anyway, have a great week practicing on the word read and looking at books. I would say just put a basket of books out and let your child explore the books, point to different things in the book, make sounds when you point to them, like the fish, bloop, bloop, bloop. Just go through the book pointing to the pictures. That's it, no pressure. You can even walk around the room while you're looking at the book, to just kind of get kids used to books, get them to like them, and things like that. If they don't like books, you might want to look at photo albums. They might like that. But really take this week to try to get your child to look at pictures, look at books, and things like that, since our word is read. All right, take care. Thank you.